Welcome. I'm Christa Roth, a consultant on anything related to food and mostly biomass fuels. Since 2020, I presented on the Chitofu 3-in-1 that we invented with my Malawian partner Owen Belize for parboiling, frying and smoking of fish in a climate-friendly way. A perfect way to green the blue economy, but we have expanded beyond fish to climate-friendly food processing. The blue economy is a very cross-cutting topic, and a lot of it might be relevant for your context as well. We started out by developing technologies for fish processing, and you can find out more details of the user-centered technology design process that I presented in previous ETHOS presentations. For newcomers, have here a short summary comparing the baseline open fire in Malawi with the Chitofu 3-in-1. What users like most about the new technology are the last 3 points. They can save up to 80% of the firewood, shorten their working time using 2 vessels in parallel, and the stove is really safe and cool. We can make flame without smoke and smoke without flame on demand. Curing of the fish is now delinked from the application of the smoke, giving the user full control of both heat by the rate of pushing the wood and creation of thick white smoke on demand by controlling the airflow. The capacity of the smoking cupboards can be adapted to the amount of fish to be smoked. In Senegal, we now can do 2 tons of sardines per day. The Chitofu principle works not only for smoking of fish. It can produce other gourmet food like smoked Chitofu tofu, which has now become very popular in Malawi, smoked grilled vegetables, meat, and even pizza, roasts, and other oven-baked delicacies. The mobile Chitofu continues to be a real game changer. It is now insulated with an outer layer of plywood to make it more efficient and protect the metal from salt corrosion in coastal areas. It is still cheaper and faster to build than a fixed stove, and if a stove is not used, as it turns out that the location isn't right, it is easy to relocate the stove. Taking the mobile unit to people to demonstrate the Chitofu principle has become very easy now. This has fast-tracked the expansion into new countries and hard-to-reach areas, and it is really a lot of fun to do catering at events. Cooking on site always creates attention and unforgettable memories, and how they say, love goes through the stomach. Our GIZ partners said that the Chitofu on display at an aquaculture conference in Lusaka was a real crowd puller, and it ended up staying there with an entrepreneur. We will follow up in 2024 on how it's being used. Since we took the mobile unit to the Gambia last January to demonstrate it to a GIZ program supporting a fish value chain, they were now convinced to promote the fixed smoker developed in Senegal that we call Nopale. Our partners from the Serere Regional Knowledge and Testing Center in Dakar did the training for the vocational training institution USET in the Gambia, and they already built 7 stoves, and 20 more are in the pipeline. The product from the Nopale is much better as there is no risk to scorch the fish. My colleague Owen from Malawi came on a study tour to Senegal to learn about the large smokers for 2 tons of fish and the real bad baseline technologies where the fish often ends up very, very black and scorched. We then took a mobile Chitofu from Senegal to the home of the air-dried jamon serrano in Salamanca and showcased what you can do with the other parts of the pork in a Chitofu. People loved the products, both the meat and the stove, and they were very impressed with the performance of the Chitofu. Thanks to Nordica McCarthy, I could demonstrate the Chitofu to West Africa Blue, which is an organization engaged in restoration of mangroves. Mangroves are used to build the traditional smoking racks for fish, and they are also used as firewood. The challenge is now to replicate the design with local materials because people really bought into the principle and they liked it, but they need bigger and larger smokers, and they need it out of local materials so that they can build it themselves on the remote islands. The mobility is crucial. I had a unit made by an experienced welder in Senegal and then took it disassembled in the flight luggage to Sierra Leone to a remote island. In a few hours it was assembled by a local welder and was then ready to be taken first by motorbike to the harbor and then by boat to the next island for demonstration. It fits on nearly any mode of transport. What's up for 2024? We haven't ticked so many tasks off our list from last year, but we have added another one, which is the laboratory testing for polyaromatic hydrocarbons in Senegal. If we can prove that we can achieve export quality for smoked fish, then we will attempt to transform some of the unused FTT stoves to the so-called no FTT, which is a combination of the no palais and FTT. We always look out for new cooperation partners, so if you're interested, please reach out to us for more information or offers for cooperation, even in other languages. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.